And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. The good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Complete.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much. Maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 32.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Anthony Frisker, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check three. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
They snap it to Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Tannehill now to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
For Aaron Jones, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Gotta be patient, baby. Gotta be patient.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Green Bay.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
38-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. And 58,
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Herman to return.
A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Complete to.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The first carry now for the BYU man is Jamal Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry.
The 35-yard line.
Watch twist. 26.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Rodgers now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing on third and long. Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on third and 15.
Green Bay.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. And that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Rodgers again here on second and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Nashville, it's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Game at 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
The tackle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now this one complete on the slant route. The 30, 10, touchdown Titans. A.J. Brown, 65 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Titans.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Rodgers throwing complete here to St. Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
And the Titan defense steps up here and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Rodgers They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That gain on third down, good for 28. Rodgers now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground with Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. And he fires one incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tannehill. He finds Humphreys.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Yeah, we dominate today.
I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
At the 47-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.